Hello everybody, this is Brittany Francis, and I'm here to talk to you about the fall of pretrial detention and the Sixth Amendment. Pretrial detention and the right to a speedy trial are becoming a last resort to any situation because it is not looked at as a critical right. The government is using our amendments against us. They are not letting us use it to its full potential. They are using it for all the wrong reasons. The number of problems overwhelm the good things from pretrial detention and the Sixth Amendment. Speedy trial. There are many downsides to not receiving a speedy trial. When not receiving a speedy trial, you lose the fairness in the accused side. When a person is being trialed for theft and the trial doesn't happen for a couple months or years, they could lose a key witness or even a key piece of evidence that could benefit them on pleading guilty or not guilty. To the right, you'll see a picture that says 3 days count, common sense pretrial. This is a group that is starting to try to prove to the government that 3 days actually count when trying to receive a trial. Sixth and 14th Amendment. The Sixth Amendment declares that any United States citizen has the right to a speedy trial. The 14th Amendment justifies the Sixth Amendment by stating that the government cannot deny anyone any rights. Pretrial detention creates criminals. When the poor are stuck in pretrial detention, they are left with lethal criminals. When incarcerated for a long period of time, an innocent person can become a criminal from being around other convicts. When left in pretrial detention, the person can start to look down on the government as a whole from their experiences of being left in pretrial detention for so long. Jail, the poor people's holding cell. The detention unit is mostly filled with poor people who cannot pay their bail. They are holding these people because they believe that will benefit the community from potential criminal activity. To the right, you'll see a chart that shows the preventative detention and life sentences throughout these past couple years. The losses. When a person does not receive a speedy trial, it can affect their outcome. While spending months or even years in jail, the person can lose their jobs. To the right, you'll see a chart that shows the most common number of days waited to receive a trial when stuck in pretrial detention. Solution 1. Compromise 1. If the government is required to hold a trial within 30 days, it could benefit our taxpayers. Currently, the government is required to hold a 90-day waiting period, but has not been met in a couple years. When people spend less time in jail, the taxpayers will not have to pay for their housing. A downside to this is that it sometimes takes longer for more intense crimes to be investigated, and it could take more time to gather precise information. My second solution or compromise is when the government holds the people who cannot pay the bail, they should provide job opportunities for them. If they have job opportunities, they could slowly pay off their bail. This can be modified to where a person has to work for so many days to earn so much money. But this could have trouble working because it makes the government or even the taxpayers to be the ones who pay that person's bail instead of themselves. In conclusion, the Sixth Amendment and pretrial detention are being used and abused. We need to try to prove to the government that they are misusing our human rights. They are stripping us of our basic rights and necessities. These are my citations for the photos, and these are my paper citations. I hope y'all enjoyed my presentation, and I hope y'all learned something from it.